There it is. Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's yours truly, comedian Mike Marino, bringing it to you live from Los Angeles. This is the show live from my mother's basement. Hope everybody's doing okay out there during this bullshit pandemic bullshit. Seems like there's something wrong with my thing already. Hold on a minute. Let's see what's going on. Anybody out there? Just say hello. Say hello. Ciao, Anna. How you doing? Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Seem to have some kind of a stagnant bullshit thing going on over here. I don't know exactly what that is. Could be part of the pandemic. Hello, everybody on Instagram. Thanks for logging on. Thanks for coming into the studio. Thanks for reaching out and saying hello. Sorry I haven't been on the internet in quite some time. I've been extremely busy doing absolutely fucking nothing, which is absolutely out of control. Now, I seem to have a little bit of a problem here on Facebook Live. If anybody sees what's going on, could you please just write in and let me know what you see? Other than that, I'm going to blare through this. I got about 40 minutes worth of jibber jab I got to talk about while we're doing this nonsense. I don't know what it's like where you all are. All I know is it really sucks here in Los Angeles, California. One of the craziest things is it's really, really hot. Today, I think it was about 90 degrees. It's so hot out here. Keeping people in their houses is eventually going to be a really, really big problem. Now, I don't know what it's like I said, in different parts of the country. But this weekend, it was about 90 degrees, about 95 degrees over the entire weekend. And, shit, is there something wrong with this damn thing? Hello, Mike. Keep healthy, keep happy. Thank you so much for writing in. Let's see. All right. I miss Toronto, too. Somebody was just writing into the show saying that they miss me out in Toronto. I miss coming out to Toronto, and I miss coming out to all different places around the world. Telling an entertainer to sit home for 3 to 4 fucking months is out of control. It's not going to be easy, but a lot of entertainers, as you could see, are on the internet, keeping themselves in the public eye. Some things I don't really like, some things I do like. I guess there's going to be a lot of different kinds of slapstick, stupid shit hitting the internet. And then hopefully when we go back live and everybody goes live in a club where you get drinks and cocktails and mingle with your friends and watch a big show, when that shit comes back around, then hopefully everybody will be happy to go do that again and again and again. And we'll see. Right now, I want to start off with the fact that if the man I imitate on the internet that I affectionately called Uncle Tommy, because there really was a man called Uncle Tommy, he was my uncle. My Uncle Tommy was the type of guy who said some of the funniest shit you could ever want to hear, and it made you happy. He always made you happy, guy from back in the day. When I first started doing stand-up comedy, he was the reason why I started, because I would imitate him. And he always made us laugh. He would remove his teeth and then put them back in. Now, you're 6, 7 years old. You see a guy remove his teeth like that, it's going to scare the shit out of you. And then when we got older, we realized he just had false teeth, and it made you laugh. Well, Uncle Tommy would have been 104 years old today. Could you imagine that? 104 years old. So I did a tribute to Uncle Tommy. It's on YouTube today. It's on Instagram today. It's on Facebook today. So when you have a chance, ladies and gentlemen, please go take a look at a funny little tribute I did to my Uncle Tommy, talking about what it was like to have him around and how tough he was and how things were back in the day and how if he was around today, he might deal with things a little bit differently when it comes to this Corona-19 pandemic bullshit that we have gotten ourselves into. So thank you so much for writing into the show and wishing my Uncle Tommy a happy birthday. I hope his kids are watching, Marie and Francis, my brother Paul, my brother Anthony, and all my family tuning in to listen to the show on iTunes, and of course all your podcast apps out there like iTunes, Google, Spotify, and Anchor, stuff like that. Thank you everybody out there for listening to my voice on this show live from my mother's basement, and also watching it live on YouTube and watching it live right now on Instagram and of course Facebook Live. So many people do ask entertainers, why did they get into the entertainment business? And it was my uncle. When I wanted to be a comedian, I figured, let me just talk like he does. So when I started to imitate my uncle and make fun of my family the way he did, it started to make other people laugh, because so many other people around the world also had an uncle in their family just like that. I have a few people writing into the show right now, and I want to let them know you have to watch the whole show, because when we come down towards the end, I will talk about a great new sponsor in my life. I'm wearing the t-shirt right there. It's the 50th anniversary of Ginas Pizza in Akron, Ohio. They've been around since 1970. And we're going to have a lot of fun talking about where they are and how you can get some great deals on some of the most unbelievable Italian old school pizza pie in Akron, Ohio. We'll talk about that. But when I was talking about my family and the way my uncle is and the way he used to talk and make fun of everybody, that's what started me in the stand-up comedy business. My uncle, my father, my mother, and then eventually you talk about dating when you're 28 and 29. And around that time, I had all these great stand-up routines about what it was like to be single, going to the clubs, and meeting a girl and getting her phone number on a piece of paper and hoping when you got home it was the real number and you called her in the future and you really got in touch with her. Whereas nowadays, you take a picture of somebody's number on your cell phone or you text them. And I think that's half of the problems that's going on in the world today. Everybody's texting, everybody's on the internet. Things are a little too easy to get through. And you end up fucking up all kinds of great shit that was fantastic back in the day. And that's just the way I see it. One of the greatest things about this shit fucking pandemic that's going on for me is I wrote a whole new show, and it's all going to be about what it's like to go through this bullshit and come out and hopefully be able to get into the game of meeting people and socializing and doing things a little bit differently with this, what they call the new norm. Let me tell you people something. I don't want a new norm. I want things the way they were. The only thing I want different is I just want people to be nicer to each other, treat each other better. None of this fucking staring at each other, wondering who's going to rob who's going to punch who in the face. Hello, how are you? It's nice to see you. I hope you have a great day. You know what? I'm not in a hurry. Why don't you step in front of me? It's not that big of a deal. I can make that happen. You understand what I'm saying, people? Are you cool with that? Wouldn't that be great? Just say hello, how are you? You know, and listen, you meet a girl, you want to ask her out, you say, hey, I think you look fantastic tonight. I was thinking maybe I could talk to you. And if the girl's not interested, she just said, look, I'm not interested, and you'll walk away. That's it. Nothing else. All right? I want to do a nice shout out off the top of the show here right now. I was on a talk show a couple of days ago, podcast type show just like this. A very well-known talk show host in New York, in the state of New York, actually in Staten Island, New York. He's got a great show, ladies and gentlemen, and you should tune in and watch his show from time to time as well. He's a friend of mine. His name is Ginas Potenza. Ginas Potenza. I hope he's watching my show tonight. I had a great time on his show a few days ago. It's still airing. I'm going to make sure I send it back out, and a lot of people get to see that too. Ginas Potenza, he's got two shows. Up Late with Ginas Potenza, which is a great, great show. And the other show I did with him the other day was called Lockdown with Ginas Potenza, which is all about us being in quarantine and not being able to get together and talk to each other. So I need you all to go to www.johnnyptv.com. That's www.johnnyptv.com, and I really would appreciate that you did that. A lot of crazy stuff going on in the news out here. The news is saying that some things are going to start to open up. Not everything, but things that they believe should open up, like necessary things. Now, what they have open as necessary things is food stores, alcohol stores, Target, Walmart, places like this, I understand. Gas stations, so you can get around. Laundromats, so you can stay clean. There's also a place where you can get tires. That's a little weird. Do you really think you need tires during this pandemic? That's kind of strange. A lot of Italian places are open because we do need to eat good. All right? Corrado, Carinella, it's nice to see you. It's nice to see everybody that's writing into the show right now. I really, really appreciate that. So many people ask me all the time when I first moved out to California, where do you go to get good Italian food? Now, if you've been following along, here in Los Angeles, I told you that there's a great Italian restaurant and deli. Oh, I'm sorry, just deli. You don't go in there to sit and have food. You go in there to get food to take out. All right? And that's Foggia Italian Market and Deli, which is Lakewood, California. And I'm going to do a quick shout out to these guys again. I plan on going back there to fill up my refrigerator once again. That's Foggia Italian Market and Deli in Lakewood, California, 562-627-0987. Don't forget, look them up on the internet. Check out what they got, folks, especially if you're in the Los Angeles area. They deliver and they have takeout, okay? You can't eat in there. So you want to go to www.foggiadeli.com. Check them out. Love these guys. And while I've been doing my podcast in the last couple of months, some gentlemen in the great state of Ohio, Akron, Ohio, contacted me to say that they really like my show. They like my comedy. They like the fact that I do a show called Make America Italian Again. So they wrote into the show and they said, hey, can we sponsor a couple episodes? And would I do a couple of TV commercials for their company? So I said, yes, I definitely would like to do that. Now, here comes a really cool story, everybody. I love stories, all right? Now, of course, I'm wearing this great T-shirt. It's the 50th anniversary of this pizza place called Ginas Pizza. They're open since 1970 in Akron, Ohio. They sent me over some really, really great stuff, okay? So they got an unbelievable menu. It's unbelievable. There is so many things, of course, from pizza all the way down to sandwiches and meals, macaroni, pasta, ravioli, the whole 9 yards. I don't want to make myself hungry. But these guys are fantastic. Thank you, Dina, for doing that. That's really, really fun. They sent me pizza boxes, keychains, all kinds of stuff. I love these pizza boxes. We're gonna be doing some great TV commercials for Regina's Pizza in Akron, Ohio. But the story behind it is really amazing. 50 years, okay? Now, a lot of pizza places, they come and go. Some places open for 10 years, 20 years, maybe just a couple years. But this one's open 50 years, all right? I did my research on this, and I read all about it, right? Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. I got the mugs. See the mug? I love mugs, coffee mugs, and I also have my beer in this one right over here, which, of course, has the father and the friend that started Regina's Pizza. Regina's Pizza started out there in Akron, Ohio with 1970. Are you listening to this? 1970. Steve Catalano and his friend Louis Bamonte. Those are nice Italian names, huh? They start the pizza place. Now, how many people out there, and you can write to me right now. Here's the question. I want an answer to this question. Did you call it pizza or pizza pie? Pizza or pizza pie? Now, I grew up in New Jersey. It was called a pizza pie. Or your father said, I'm going out for pie. What do you want on it? And back when we were kids, there was nothing on it. You had your cheese pizza, which they call out here. I have a cheese pizza. We called it plain. All right? Plain pizza was a slice or pizza. Or if you want pepperoni on it, sauces on it, anything like broccoli on it or some shit like that, you call it a pizza pie. So who called it pizza? Everybody says pizza. All right. We said pizza pie. You got yourself a nice pie, and that's the way I like that. Hey, Hanson, how you doing? I can't wait to do your show tomorrow night. So we got a nice pizza pie. It would come over to the house, and we would also get angry if it slid off the end. If your cheese was on the pizza like this and it slid off the end, my father would put it back in the box, take it back to the pizza guy, and fucking hit him with it in the head and say, hey, what kind of bullshit is this? But we also had the pizza plane, and some of my friends writing in from Scotch Plains, we went to Nunzio's, we went to Alfonso's, we had a nice pizza pie and got it delivered. So I'm just saying, old school was calling it pizza pie. The pizza pie. My mother said, beats, which is pizza pie. Okay. So they make these pizzas out there in Akron, Ohio, over at Regina's Pizza, and they use sauce. Of course, you guys all know that I say gravy, but the sauce they put on the pizza and the sauce that they put on their macaroni is made from scratch. They make everything from scratch. Now, if you go to Pizza Hut, or if you go to Little Caesars Pizza, Domino's, this is processed sauce, processed cheese. It tastes like fucking shit. But when you go to a place like Regina's Pizza, they're making their sauce for 4 hours. That means somebody goes there at like 6 o'clock in the morning and starts cooking the sauce. So 4 hours later, it's ready to be presented on a pizza pie or spaghetti, meatballs, macaroni. It's all in what they do because these guys are old school Italians, all right? And these days, the people who took over the pizza place are the grandsons. She goes, you got Steve over there. I'm sorry. Let me get this right. Pizza sauce, spaghetti. You got Robert Catalano. Robert Catalano is now the responsible man of Regina's Pizza. And his brother, of course, Steve. Not only do these guys make great food, not only do they have a great pizza shop, but they're doing special deals during this pandemic, ladies and gentlemen, and I read about this. So they do a thing, I would say, once a week. At 5 o'clock, the pizza's $5. At 5 o'clock and 1 minute, it's $5.01, or $5.01. If it's 6 o'clock, it's $6 for the pizza, $6.05, and away it goes. So you got to check this out. We're going to be talking about this pizza place the rest of the month and into May and then forward. All the different stories and the different things that these guys are doing out in Akron, Ohio. They all have game night where you could go in there and play Pac-Man or Donkey Kong. Of course, you can't go in there right now. Everything is just takeout. But I remember when I was a kid playing Donkey Kong, playing Pac-Man at a pizza place was just the greatest thing to do. Pinball, hanging out with your friends. So let's really hope that we all get back to doing what we do. And right now, if you guys are on my Facebook Live feed, please log on and say hello to Robert Catalano for doing the greatest things that he is doing. He's making that sauce from scratch. He's making great pizza. He's doing wonderful, wonderful things. You can also go to his website, reginaspizza.com. That's reginaspizza.com. Proud sponsor of Mike Marino Live and Make America Italian Again. You can look him up on Facebook. Also, Regina's Pizza on Facebook. And you can find him also on Instagram, Regina's Pizza on Instagram. And there he is right there, Robert Catalano from Regina's Pizza. Facebook, Regina's Pizza / Regina's Pizza. Okay, you could do it. You could call them too. Call these guys and break their fucking balls. Say, hey, Regina's Pizza. Hey, Robert, I just wanted to break your balls a little bit. Mike Marino gave me your phone number. What's the phone number? 330-753-7797. That's Regina's Pizza at 330-753-7797. I think it's on the back of the shirt. Anyway, I would also bring to your attention, you'll notice the old school cuff that I got. See how I cuffed it? When I was young, coming up, the tough guys all took their sleeve and they rolled it up. And they rolled it up. And why did we roll it up? Because we wanted to show the guns. And now at my age, we eating all this pizza, I don't really have guns anymore. But I'll tell you right now, I got a gun in the corner. If anybody fucks with me, I'll blow your head off. You understand that? Yeah, I don't take no shit from nobody. Regina's Pizza, ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk more about that during the week and during the months to come. And Robert, wait till you see what we're going to do. And thank you for all this beautiful stuff. And I also got a pizza card, which means I get discounts on pizza when I get myself to Akron, Ohio. Akron, Ohio, ladies and gentlemen, great, 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 great place. All right. Oh, I do got to do another shout out to something really cool that came in for me. Check this out. I have a friend, and she's in the garment business. She makes jackets and jean jackets and shirts and all kinds of crazy stuff. I got to make sure I get this one shouted out just as perfectly as I can. Check this out. She sent this to me. It's a scarf. It says, "Make America Italian Again," right there. And then you go a little further, and it's cool. It's cool. You wear it around you. And on this side, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. There it is. "Make America Italian Again." How fucking badass is that? Marco Asante, one of the greatest co-stars of a TV series. You think he'd call me once in a while and say, "Hello, how are you?" And it's got the American flag. So let's do this. I'm going to put it on, and I'll wear it for the rest of the show. A little hot here in the studio with all these lights on. Hope everybody's having a good time watching what we're doing. I got this from a very special friend. Her name is Phoenix. That's a really cool name, Phoenix. And her company is called schizophrenic.com. Schizophrenic.com. Check it out. Her name is Lori Phoenix. I can't say her last name. Let's just call her Phoenix. She makes these things. They're really, really cool. Go on her website. Check it out. Schizophrenic and schizophrenic.com. Check them out. There's some really, really cool shit. This is my second one. I've had a few of them. I like this one a lot. And now when I go walking around, I go like this, and there it is. Call me 2 weeks ago. Call me every day. I'm lonely. I'm living by myself. I'm ready to put a bullet in my head. This is some bullshit. Folks, let's talk about the entertainers of the world, shall we? All right, now, most of my friends are in the entertainment business. My producer who produces the show is an actress. Not only is she an actress, but she does makeup, and she does my social media. Let's have a nice round of applause for Tatiana Blueshell, who puts me on this stuff all the time. Otherwise, I wouldn't even know what the hell I'm doing. All right? She does all the social media. She has a company. It's called BSocialMediaManagement.com. If you need somebody to help you get your products out there, if you need somebody to show you how to get into the market like this, you want to say hello to Tatiana Blueshell, BSocialMediaManagement.com. I'm not even kidding. This is how it goes. Boom, we do all this great shit. But she's an actress, and her husband is the director of Make America Italian Again. His name is Cody Bosin. Now, let me tell you about Cody. He's quiet. He's been on my show 1 or 2 times. Gets behind the camera. He's explosive. And makes the show look great. We did a documentary called A Day in the Life. A Day in the Life of what it's like to be a comedian on my way to play one big show. Won a lot of awards. A lot of people say it's so heartfelt and so endearing that they cry at the end, because at the end I show how I rub my mom's sneakers for good luck. And what I do, and the reason why I did that is because if anybody knows about the Apollo Theater in New York City, they rub the tree stump. They rub the tree stump for good luck, and then they go on stage and they perform. So what I do is I rub my mom's shoes, her sneakers, and that's what gives my juice to get on stage and get in the game. So that's what I did, and it's in the documentary. So when people were watching the documentary, they would cry because they saw the endearing moments of, I guess, what it's like. I'm sorry, this thing is bothering me. What it's like to, miss your family. Eventually they can't come to the shows anymore because they're too old and they can't make it up the ramps and stuff. So it's gets a little sad sometimes, if you know what I'm talking about. Ain't that right, Laura Brunetti? Thank you so much, and thank you for saying yay to Tatiana and Cody, because they work their asses off to make this show happen, and we're having a lot of fun when the show happen. We do okay, but I wanted to talk about being an entertainer because schizophrenic. I said it wrong. Holy shit. I said schizophrenic. Let's go back, shall we? I fucked up the commercial. It's skirtsophrenic because she makes skirts. Skirts. Ophrenic.com, right? I'm so sorry about that, Phoenix. It's just that I'm getting schizophrenic these days while I'm stuck in this panoramic, damic bullshit thing. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm still wearing it. I really, really love this thing. This is so badass. I know it's going to cause trouble when I walk in something, somewhere, somehow, but skirtsophrenic. Check out what he does. The work is fantastic, and thank you so much. And all you have to do is keep tagging my page, forward it to your friends, and share it with everybody, especially on YouTube. YouTube.com/Mike Marino Live. Watch the show, listen to the show, look at all the videos, and have some fun. Now, I was talking about entertainers and what it's like to be us entertainers. Folks, it's bad. I didn't qualify for unemployment. Take your time. I pay taxes. I pay my taxes every year, but I didn't qualify for unemployment because I'm a sole proprietor and I pay myself. But did I pay myself the right amount of money? I don't know. Now, I know a lot of entertainers that can't get unemployment. What are we supposed to do? We get 1099s. 1099, a different 1099 practically every weekend. You call your accountant. Everybody's angry. It's hard to get through. Then you finally get through and you get denied. So for a month and a half now, I haven't earned any money. For the month of May, I won't earn any money. And for the month of June, I will not earn any money. I tried to apply for a loan for owning a small business. But I only have one employee. And that's not enough. You have to have more. So they're only going to lend you $1,000. $1,000 is really not going to help me that much. I'll take it. Then I applied for a loan, and they said, well, we'll give you up to $10,000, but you have to prove to us that you're paying your employee. And then when she's done getting that $10,000, or he's done getting that $10,000, or whoever I'm paying for that amount of time, I still didn't do the right thing. So I'm not getting unemployment, and I'm not going to get a loan. I'm still waiting for a stimulus package. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I paid my taxes already. Yes. In the state of California, you got to pay city taxes. I paid it. You got to pay the state tax, which is $800. I already paid. The federal tax for owning a business, $800 every year, no matter what. I already paid that money. And I filed my taxes because I'm always on time, and I filed before March 1st, and I owed money. So now that I sent them $800 and another blah, 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 blah amount of money, I can't even get a loan. I can't get unemployment. So what do? I take in a couple of sponsorships, if anybody wants to sponsor a show, and I sell underwear. That's how you help out entertainers. But multiply that times hundreds. Hundreds of us. All the actors that were on Broadway are now unemployed. All the actors and singers and dancers that were in big shows in Vegas are now unemployed. Street performers can't even perform. They're unemployed. I don't even know how they would file for anything. But unfortunately, that has happened. Corrado Canarella. Mike, I have a video on TikTok called Arguing Over a Parking Spot. All right, well, thank you very much, man. I'll have to check that out. In fact, all you people could check out all my personal videos that we're doing every week on my YouTube channel. Now, a lot of people think you get paid because you have so many hits on YouTube. And the truth is, sometimes you do, but some months you don't. So the more subscribers you have on YouTube, yes, you can make some money, but it's only a certain amount of money when you go way over the top. So, folks, if you can, all you got to do is go to youtube.com/Mike Marino Live and just click on subscribe. It's free to you. You don't have to do anything. Watch a couple of videos. You think something's funny? Leave a funny message. Cousin Mooney right now, someone just asked, where's Cousin Mooney? My Cousin Mooney couldn't be on the show. He hosted the show just a couple of nights ago. Right now, Cousin Mooney, I think, is smoking a little weed, enjoying himself, watching Andy Griffith. I am going to have my Uncle Tommy host one of these shows in a couple of weeks. And then, I know a lot of people are wondering where Michelle is, but we will bring Michelle back to the show too. And that is going to be absolutely out of control, having another alter ego host what is my show. A lot of people have been asking me, what do you think the difference is between what's going on in Los Angeles and New York City? Now, New York City is where I went to acting school, and New York City is where all my friends are, and New York City is one of the greatest cities in the world. So I can only imagine how fucked up it must be to walk down a street in New York City and not see people. Could you imagine being on 42nd Street and Times Square and nothing's open? That's got to be the scariest thing. There's got to be people walking around in New York City just crying and crying and crying because there's nothing going on. I can only imagine how brutal that might be to see that. You can't really text me right now because I'm using my phone as a camera and I'm not going to see anything. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. Now here in Hollywood, if you walk down the Sunset Strip, if you walk down the Hollywood Walk of Fame, you don't see anything. There's nobody around. All the places to eat are closed except for people who take carry out. Thank you very much. It took a quick second that I'm taking a little bit of a letter in right now. Corrado, thank you very much for saying that. I appreciate that very much. Folks, there's a lot of people in their teens and their 20s, and they go to YouTube and TikTok and whatnot and fuck up and this, that, and kiss my ass and go blow yourself and all that stupid shit because they're into that. I came up from the era where we went home and watched television with our family. Saturday, we watched cartoons, or what my father called frolics. We watched frolics. And your friends came over, and you sat there, and you watched Bugs Bunny, and you watched Land of the Misfit Toys, and you watched good shows, funny shows, I don't know, Remember Zoom? Zoom, and Zoom Room, and all these good things. And now you can watch all crap on the internet that could really teach your kids how to do something really stupid, like build a bomb or build a disease. So, I mean, I don't want to complain and I want to be one of those guys from that generation, but some people do some really stupid shit. So then you get live performers, and I'm not the only one. There's thousands of them. There's great movies that they make. There's great TV shows they make. And you could see it all the time now on the internet. So the entertainer's not going to really be making money. So what you want to do is you want to go to a YouTube channel when you find a comedian that you enjoy or that you want to go see live. So if you went to my YouTube channel and you like what you see, then you come and see a live performance, and the live performance is 100 times stronger than watching it on television because you're in a theater. You're experiencing the night, the thunder, the people, the popcorn, candy, the jubes, the Raisinets, and that to me is entertainment. The popcorn, the oil and that's on top of the hot dog, the pretzel. Come on, people. You understand what I'm talking about. But if you go to a YouTube channel like mine, you're going to get some of that, and then you're going to have fun when I do get back on tour and we do get back to going to a theater or a comedy club and everybody embraces each other, takes the mask off and says, oh, wow, you do have teeth. Isn't that nice? Oh, but you got bad breath. Put the mask back on. Something like that. So that's the way I see right there. I didn't get a stimulus package. I didn't get the unemployment. I know that there's actors out there reaching out to get some help, and I hope that they get the help. A lot of the people ask me the question, what do I believe this is? A conspiracy? Another country throwing the bomb on the United States or any of the places around the world? God? Is this God? Is this an act of God? Well, I grew up Catholic. I'm a little bit more Christian now than I ever was. You can't go to church, which is really, really sad. I know a lot of people are watching me when I do my Instagram walks. I go to the church and I sit there and like to, I guess, think about the way things used to be or pray, 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 pray. I'm the only one here in Los Angeles. My entire family is on the East Coast in the state of New Jersey, New York, Long Island, Connecticut, places like that. So I'm the only one here. You can't get together with anybody anyway, like my favorite comedians or friends. So is this an act of God? Well, I think diseases like this are created by man. This is a man who created this, or a woman, or whatever you want to call it. A human being created this bullshit, spread it around, got out of control, and then another set of human beings got involved and said, well, here's how we're going to stop it. And for the most part, I think people are doing the best they can, especially the front liners and the warriors who get out there and help. But holy smokes. The one thing I hope definitely happens when we do come out of all of it is everybody becomes nicer to each other. Hello, how are you? Be nicer to each other. If you get into a bad neighborhood, something bad happens to you, then that's your fault. You know, a lot of people want to say Bill Gates is going to make a lot of money because of what's going on, and he's going to create a vaccine. And, well, I don't really know much about Bill Gates' life, but I can tell you this. The old adage, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, could never be truer. So, let's hope. Let's hope whatever he creates is the right thing, and maybe he can create it and make it happen faster. I know there's a lot of people that are not going to want to take a vaccine. I never take the flu vaccine, and I'm fine. I'm healthy as hell. I eat right. I don't leave the house. I wear my mask. I try to stay safe. And there's a lot of people out there who are on the internet offering words of wisdom and who to talk to, who to turn to, and who could you talk to? Well, why not talk to a comedian? I've always put that out there. I even have a little thing on the internet called Hey Marino. Hey Marino, ask me your question and I will give you an answer. If you need to talk to me, instant message me. Say you'd like a phone call. If you want me to do a shout out to anybody, I'm on Cameo. Go to www.cameo.com. You want me to wish somebody a happy birthday for you? Somebody not doing so good, you want me to send them a joke? I'm happy to do that. This is the way some entertainers stay in the business, by making a couple of dollars. And let me tell you, it's a couple of dollars compared to what I was doing when I was out on tour. You go to Cameo. You can go to my website, mikemarino.net, and subscribe to my weekly newsletter that comes out on a Wednesday. You can continue to keep subscribing to my YouTube channel. Please help me out that way. I would appreciate it. And if you have any questions for me, just ask me and I'll get to you. All right? I like to be instant messaged. I also have a fan page, which is what I'm doing this broadcast on. And I have a personal page. And you guys can find out all of that stuff, and I'll get back to you. There's some of my high school friends writing into the show right now. You're kind of coming on late. I do got to get going. But all you have to do is rewind, watch again, and hopefully you'll get a jolly out of this, or a laugh out of this, or a giggle out of this. You'll find out where to go get good pizza if you're in Akron, Ohio. You'll find out how to get one of these scarves if you just want to go to Skirts or Frantic. And you can watch the Johnny P Show. You can pick up really cool memorabilia also from Ginas Pizza out there in Akron, Ohio. You can log on to besocialmediamanagement.com if you want to find out how to do things like this on the internet, or grab yourself a website, homepage, or Facebook page, or something like that. You can make that happen. You could also listen to me all the time, folks. This always gets rebroadcasted on my podcast, Live from My Mother's Basement channel on iTunes, Google, Spotify, Anchor, and your favorite podcast application. I am also on ItalianAmericanRadio.com out of New York City and DDVRadio.com all the time in the state of New Jersey. I'm always on the internet right here on Instagram, Facebook Live. You know where to find me, www.mikemarino.net. Hey folks, I do sell some swag. These are the tracksuit pants. Don't forget you can pick them up at mikemarino.net. The sweatpants are really, really soft. They come with a matching hoodie. They also come with matching t-shirts for guys and girls. Everything says Make America Italian Again on the back. And they also come in the panties. The panties do come in white. And they also come in the reverse. The reverse panty is not broadcasted on the internet, but I do have them, as you can see. It says Get the Bat on the Ass. Make America Italian Again in the front. And if you want to do like me, you can wear it across your face as a new face mask as you go through the challenge of COVID-19. I got to get going. I had a lot of fun bringing it to you live from my mother's basement. Mike Marino. Remember, let's make America Italian again. And you know my motto. You don't know nothing. You didn't see nothing. You don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? I always saying the same thing. Don't take no shit from nobody. Good night. Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.